Hey folks, sorry I'm inundating you with stuff, but to fully understand the problem in Connecticut with the courts and prosecutorial misconduct, judicial misconduct, and what the state grievance society law problem with respect to the Judicial Review Council, please look at this case as I describe it in the screen. Let me give you the case number. I can give you the, it's a super important case, folks. Here we go. This was filed in 2014. Flynn versus NFS. That's Fidelity. Here I am, plaintiff 1, 2, and 3. Clairvoyant is a holding company that is the general partner of Greenwich Global LP, NASDAQ member firm 37304. I sued NFS, which is Fidelity, FISERV, which is a clearing firm, George Malley, my NASD examiner, okay, the chief state's attorney, Richard Colangelo, Fidelity Brokerage Services, that are money launderers, and Al Lappins, branch chief of the United States Securities Exchange Commission. Now, Jim Himes, I continue to call and email about the largest securities fraud in Connecticut history. Well, here it is. It's never gone to trial because they keep staying it pending NASDAQ arbitration, when in fact Bernie Madoff, defendant 3, runs NASDAQ. Now he just passed away. So if you look at the complaint and you look at the parties, what they did and how they did it, it's very serious, folks. Here, NFS, FISERV, George Malley, you can click on the actual complaint. It tells you what the pleadings are, 40 through 111. Let's go there, 40 to 111. Let's go there. That's 23, 25, 27. Okay, the next section. Here we go. Norwalk Police telegraphed to Kelly, Dry, and Warren that that the bank and the brokerage account of Greenwich Global were open season. Detective Maloney refused to arrest Mark Gregory, who followed the plaintiff's 6-year-old son. In other words, the attorney for Bank America I caught following my kid, who was at a tutor. Norwalk detectives refused to arrest someone from East Haven, claiming to be a ninja assassin who emailed the plaintiff. That's only part of it. If you read the entire complaint, it starts to describe how Brian McCormick and George Malley from FINRA, who answer to Jim Himes, okay? Look at the names of these attorneys. No one from Greenwich Global ever retained Mark Gregory, Thomas Kelly, Kelly Hodges, Delphine Brown, Richard Charger, or James Moriarty. Each person at the law firm took a different function in covering up thousands and thousands of trades that were money laundering. Okay? Plaintiff filed 220 unanswered complaints with the Securities Exchange Commission. Then I went to Himes. Okay? Himes takes his annual donor, he's a donor from Bank America, which is quite alarming because what I can tell you is that on the one hand, the Stanford Superior Court was saying these cases are stayed pending arbitration at NASDAQ, when in fact NASDAQ was a defendant. So NASDAQ couldn't hear the case because they had a conflict of interest. So there's 220 complaints with the SEC unanswered. FINRA has hundreds, and NASDAQ has more than 200. All along, Himes and Christopher Shays kept saying, we're looking into it, we need more time. meet amongst yourselves, give us more evidence, and we'll get back to you. Just the same thing happened with OxyContin. OxyContin is clear that Himes had oversight. The Purdue Pharma is down the street from Himes, and 220 people die daily. Look at the other problems. Look at Dominion, purchased by UBS, across the street from Jim Himes. Look at Bank America, across the street from Jim Himes, NFS, across the street from Jim Himes, and Fiserv is in Philadelphia, or mainline Pennsylvania, and the other firms are in Minnesota and even further away. So when you look at the Computershare case and the NFS case, which had Colangelo as a defendant, Colangelo dropped the ball, and none of the money has been traced back to him. But we're being told that the money comes back to the chief state's attorney. When you ask why they would not prosecute 10 attorneys that claim to be my attorney that I don't know, I controlled Greenwich Global LP. I had all the securities licenses. No one else. No one else had a single license. And therefore, Jim Himes allowed Bank America to launder money to an extreme with no registered professional running the firm. Byrne Chisholm had securities licenses on the firm till August of 2000. However, branches in Wilton were open. Darien did transactions. Darien, we went to two detectives. We went to Dignan, who's covering up a huge money laundering problem. We went to Bucell about the huge money laundering problem. So when you look at Connecticut and you look at the cases, why time after time is Connecticut giving immunity to its chief state's attorney collecting bribes? I'd like to know. I'd like you to ask him. I want you to send him an email saying, excuse me, there are lawsuits in the screen granting immunity, okay, to prosecutors taking bribes, and there are problems. We're looking at police misconduct and saying, gee, they shouldn't have absolute immunity, nor should they have qualified immunity. These judges have absolute immunity, and they're covering for the police. So when you say, hey, back the blue, of course, everyone backs the blue. But what if they're corrupt? They're falsifying a 20-year investigation like the city of Norwalk, and the police in Norwalk refused to arrest the mayor of Norwalk, who has emails back and forth to the Detective Bureau saying, let Mr. Flynn sit in the long line of financial crime victims that will never be investigated. At the same time, the Norwalk police is calling the SEC, FINRA, and the FBI, saying, get ready for this, that Mr. Flynn is a terrorist who planned on blowing up Bank America. Should I leave this at 9 minutes? I have emails back and forth from the Detective Bureau of Norwalk saying, making up false statements to prevent the FBI and the SEC from investigating Detective Maloney, Detective Vitarbo, Detective Cummings, Detective Lowe, all different Schramm, quite a few people. And it is unconscionable. There's a guy working on my campaign. He's my Chief Information Technology Officer. Hey, bud. Uh-oh. That's good news. Are you happy or sad? All right, then celebrate. Celebrate. Listen, I got to call you back. I am very happy for you. You deserve better treatment, and you will get it. You are 100% in the right. She's not good for you, pal. You're making a mistake, but hopefully with open eyes. She doesn't want you. She needs to be the center of attention, and she's not good for you. You're way too good for her. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Sorry. I'm giving emotional advice to my friends who need it. People, we gotta help those we can help. And I'm telling you right now, Connecticut has a problem with its Judicial Review Council, its State Banking and Regulation Department, its Claims Commissioner Department, its all types of oversight, the FBI, of course, which was run by Comey. The state police has a problem. They don't enforce the law. They're taking instruction from Lamont. It's quite dangerous. And this money laundering problem in Stamford implicates more than 5 judges, folks. More than 5 judges. How can you go to court and not play 911 calls where the police sent a confidential informant to kill you? And the confidential informant says, "Why are you calling the cops? I was sent by them to kill you." Great. You know, where is the oversight? And why do the top 5 police chiefs go along with this stuff? Read the book Roguetown. I have it right here on my desk. It's incredibly important to know what's happening between backing the blue and defunding the police. My state rep wants to defund the police. That's a problem because his daughter has multiple assaults, his brother, and he. So of course they want to defund the police. It's the family, the Sims family is the family that assaults together. So why is he a state rep? Because of the Sikh. So here we go. We got a problem with the Sikh. We got a problem with the judges. It's the way Connecticut functions. And if you allow it to happen by voting row A all the way, you better differentiate between the best possible outcomes, ethics, and constitutional followers. In other words, America first, back the Constitution. If the police back the Constitution, you should back the blue. If the police don't back the Constitution, it will be lawlessness. Have a great day. 13 and a half minutes. Ouch. Flynn 2022. Go to my website. Make a small donation, please. Go to WinRed. Donate to Mike France, Dominic Rapini, even the state GOP. They need all the money they can get to combat what's going on. Richard Blumenthal has $6 million now and is raising $700,000 per month. Himes is getting donations from Bank America, who financed slavery in the United States. You really should look into that, because Shawmut Bank paid for slaves to come across the ocean. And this is the same problem over and over again. Have a great day. Thanks.